If your company is considered to be an energy-intense user in the UK, then there are 2 funds that you will want to be aware of. Let's take a closer look at the EII scheme first. To put this simply, energy bills in the UK are extremely high right now, which makes it really difficult for you to stay competitive in international markets. So what does the EII fund do? Well, for all businesses that meet the criteria, it essentially reduces your electric bill by approximately 20%. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And before you ask, no, this is not something your accountant should be all over. It's not all that well known, and it's also a bit of a complex scheme, which is exactly why you have to talk to a tax expert about it. So what does that expert actually do? Mainly, they'll help you understand if you qualify by carrying out due diligence on your company, which involves doing all the calculations to figure out just how electricity intensive your company is. Then, if all is well, they'll carry out the appropriate work to grant you your exemption certificate. And they'll simply split the benefit with you on a quarterly basis. Here's what a quick example might look like. You'll see that the annual bill at the moment comes to just over £150,000. Now, the certificate means that the client's energy bill will be reduced by £28,000. This saving is split quarterly, as is your fee, which you can see here. Now remember, this is for intense energy users, predominantly in the manufacturing space. So you're looking at your annual energy bill being around 100k or more to make this worthwhile. Now I'm going to show you a number of sectors that qualify. Now, one thing to know is that this particular incentive is SIC code driven, which means sometimes you'll find that your actual activity does qualify, but perhaps you're not synced up to the right SIC code on Companies House. If that's the case, don't worry. 9 times out of 10, it's as easy as getting the SIC code added. But as always, talk to an expert about that. Now let's look at CCL. In particular here, we're going to focus on companies working within the minerals and metals space. Now CCL pretty much has the same objective as the EII scheme. It's to make you more competitive on an international scale, but the benefit is enjoyed differently. Here, you can actually go back 4 years to reclaim any overpayments. And the benefit you receive is 1 cash rebate immediately and a reduction in levy off your bill moving forward, typically about 5 to 7%. Best thing about this scheme, it considers both your electricity and your gas bill. And you might even find that you qualify for both. Win-win. Let's compare how the benefits may look next to each other. You can see here that the annual spend is just over 100k. The saving came in to just under 19,000, which means the client gets the money straight away and simply pays their fee then as well. Now, although this fund isn't SIC code driven per se, you do need to be carrying out particular SIC code activities. And although the activities are predominantly in the min-met space, you will find that there's some crossover between the 2 funds. For example, when we compare both funds side by side, here are the key differences that you'll want to know. So there you have it. Think you qualify? If so, give us a shout and I'll pop you in touch with the experts.